All right, y'all.
Yep.
So we are loading up here, and let's see. Looks like YouTube is ready to go. We're waiting for Facebook.
Let's get it.
For Facebook, bang 'em. All right,
Yeah.
so let's see if you see what I can see. You can't see what I can't see.
You're blind, baby. You're blind to the fact. Oh, sorry. You should not do that. You
Sorry,
know better.
I can name that tune in one bar.
Yeah. You should know better.
I
That,
should
that
I should know better. It's
that
true.
when you say that, immediately you know what my response is going to be. You know I'm going to jump in.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it's been a long time,
yeah,
Quest.
since I left you without a strong podcast to step to. Think of how many week shows you slept through. Time's
Time's
up.
up.
And sorry we kept you. Okay. All right.
All right, all right, all right. I
All right.
think we need to just cool out, right?
I'm just saying, you started it.
I did start it. It's
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
I guess I can pull this off here, right here, so
Yeah.
we can see each other.
It ain't my fault. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm doing my sharing thing real quick.
You doing
You
your
know what
sharing?
I'm saying?
Okay.
Yep.
Let me see. You see it on Facebook already, right? I guess. Let me
Yep.
pull that up.
I just wanted to make sure that,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
That's it. It starts with you.
Yo,
Yeah.
Allah Reimer said yes already to my request.
I'm just telling you, kid.
He
Fam.
stayed on, man. Let's go.
Yep. Shouts out.
Forever.
Shouts out to Allah Rhyme in the group.
Yeah.
All right.
Shouts out to Grand Concourse. BX, stand up.
Yeah. Well, Scranton P now.
Oh, yeah, Scranton P. Roots, man. Roots.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. The roots.
Yeah, not the roots. Because then you're going to start rapping and beating your pen.
Well, now I have to say, when I'm talking about the roots, I have to say the legendary Roots crew. You know what I'm saying? I had to say the legendary. It's no longer just the Roots.
Understood. Those guys are backing up some of the best. It's interesting how they can, parlay their influence and everything else into sort of like out of the normal zone. Like I've seen them on the talk shows being the band, Really,
and hands down, they've like rightfully earned that name, the legendary, and like for real, it's because really and truly, look at all the hip hop groups that were from back that time. Are any of them still together outside of De La Soul?
Yeah, well, that's a good
question.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they still doing it, and so yeah, man,
it's clean. It's clean. That's
pristine, and Black Thought is probably one of the most underrated MCs, and probably one of the MCs you really don't want it with. Like,
you don't want it.
Nah, you don't want it with that dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, look at this. Everything is everything. I'm looking at everything is live, and nobody's commenting on either feed yet. Yeah. But let me get this other thing up. Oh, there she goes. Oh, there she goes. Oh, there she goes. There's Sister Jackie Pugh.
Oh, hashtag I love me some pews.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Then Ronnie Jacks co-signing your statement about your man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Facts.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. I'm curious. Yeah. I'm not going to do no experiments today, but I am very curious, considering the way we're doing this, the way we do our double screen.
Yeah.
My iPad is saying to add all these different people. Like, I wonder how it would work since we're coming in through two different doors. Janice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, no experiments today. I'm always on some tech experimentation stuff, but I gotta control myself. Just like you gotta control yourself.
Yeah, I'm controlling.
So you don't catch the vapors. Did I do it again?
Yeah. And since about time, what I'm going to do is tell you how they spread it throughout my crew. Well, you'll all know teach. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, I didn't do it. You did. You did.
And then we met the Frets, Quest.
Mm-hmm.
We met those Frets. No, not Frets. No. Who did when we were at the marriage tune-up?
Mm-hmm.
The young lady who did the Saturday night part for the women. She's from Erasmus Hall. She went to Erasmus.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about.
But
I know who you're talking about.
I still got her on Facebook. I just her name, but that's not.
Yeah, I did. I got her card somewhere. In
see me looking for the drawer.
I'm looking for the. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I got it made.
Yeah, I think it's on my bureau. Yep. I don't need your respect because
Okay. I was about to criticize.
I'm your idol, your highest title. I'm sorry. I was
about to criticize you. I was like, I gave you a bar, not even a whole bar.
I was trying to restrain myself, but you know what I'm saying? If you want me to jump in, I'll jump in and we can turn this into an enthusiast podcast.
We're gonna lose everything now. If you do that, then I, let's not. Okay, I'm done playing. I'm done playing with your emotions.
If you said if you do that, then is that what you just said?
No, I did not.
Or that. This or that.
I did not say that.
Here's the black sheep. Where's the okay? All right. Come on, let's get started.
PRT where they be in trouble. Leave PRT where they be, Quest.
I'm telling you, Dr. Ty, what's up, baby? Dr. Ty Douglas. That's my man. Yep. Shouts out to Dr. Ty. Yep.
Okay. Looks like we are all systems a go.
Yep. Let's get it.
So I'm gonna pull up my stuff, and let's keep it real simple, Quest.
Yeah, please.
We got a lot going here.
Yep, we're gonna have a lot to discuss too.
Yeah, man, your time. Go on.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, okay, I forgot. Look, we out of the saddle for so long. I forgot to say to those of you who are just joining us for the very first time.
Where's the intro? Where's all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. I got confused.
Come on.
One week, Quest. I tried to do it from the Carter one day and lost my whole mindset.
Yeah, just get back in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm back in the saddle.
Get back in the saddle, baby. Get back in the saddle.
So for those of you who are just joining us for the very first time, Quest and I are allowing you into the back room, the background, to see us produce the program that will be pushed out to iTunes, iHeartRadio Live, tune in, and some more stuff. But when it sounds like we know what we're talking about, that means we are LIVE live with the audio, and the program will have commenced. All right. So y'all hold fast, and Quest and I will get our little parts here ready to go. And so quiet on the set, Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Really, dude? Is that what happens? Hold up. Something funny happened with that, Quest. It went off. All right. Let me put the picture back up. One quick second, Quest.
Yep. Take your time.
Quick.
Take your time.
Yeah, I hit live and then the joint. Because remember the last time it just deaded on us?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Quiet on the set. Hitting the button again. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, y'all. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, your host with the most, and welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast, alongside my co-host, my man, my man, L. David Harris.
Get on the mic.
And MC. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a seat.
Yep,
Have a seat. Guess what, Quest?
Yep, let it ring.
Class is in session.
No doubt. Get your notepads out, your pencils out. Let's take some notes. Let's apply the principles and let's get better. Man, let me tell you something, D. I'm so psyched right now.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad out of my mind to be back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, for real talk. I am so glad to be back in the saddle. Last week we had to take a break,
Yeah.
and we're gonna start doing it soon, D. When we start traveling, doing our podcast live from wherever we are. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we definitely gonna try to hook that up. But last week we were at the marriage tune-up at Sandy Cove
Oh,
Conference Center. You know what I'm saying? Up there in is it Northeast Maryland? You know what I'm saying?
Northeast Maryland. Yeah.
Northeast Maryland. What a beautiful piece of land they got out there, right out on the water.
On the bay.
I'm talking about right in the bay. You know what I'm saying? The conference room, the Chesapeake conference room at the Sandy Cove Conference Center is the truth. We had a wonderful time. Shouts out to Pastor Paul Graham at Restoration Praise Center in Bowie, Maryland. Who put on him and his staff. You know what I'm saying? I got to shout out Malika. I got to shout out Wendy, his wife. And all the people, Ali and his wife, you know what I'm saying? Pee Wee, aka Jamar and his wife.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, some presenters did such a wonderful job. Shouts out to you. You know what I'm saying? And it was an honor and a privilege to be able to present not only to the married couples on Friday night, but we did a men's session on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, and did a little triage too, Quest. You know?
No doubt. No doubt. And the conversations that happened in that room, I'm sorry I can't share with you because Vegas rules apply. What happened in that room stayed in that room. Yeah, and it's locked in that room in Maryland. So yeah, man, shouts out to everybody. We were getting mad emails and phone calls this week and love for the work that we did there this week. And all I can say is praise God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. God is good. And I enjoyed my time, and it was good to see you, Quest. You know, a lot of people think it's funny when we say we hadn't seen each other for 29 years.
Oh, no doubt.
It's true. We hadn't seen each other for 29 years. So
in person.
In person, right. Because clearly y'all see us seeing each other on this little device here. But
no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. So it was cool to see the homie from back in the day.
Indeed. And man, so yeah, man, we back on the grind again and getting ready for the next event. I had been talking to him in 6 months' time, just like maintenance on your car. Oh man, praise God. We about to go back and try to do it again in September. So guys, let me tell y'all something. If you were not there, you missed out on a treat. I'm telling you, the information that went for. Oh, shouts out to DeJuan Starling, who is a vocalist extraordinaire. Look him up on iTunes. Yeah, he was there.
Enough.
You know, singing all the tunes and stuff. And I think marriages left there that weekend with a different perspective. There were some difficult situations, some lemon squeezes, but man, just thank man. Say praise Yahweh, man. When they left there, it was a little bit. They left with different perspective and looking at the marriage a little bit different, looking at some of the things that they need to work on individually, and hopefully they'll work on that. So yeah, man.
And I want to say two things. So we had a presenter couple, the Moores, who had, for whatever their reasons were, that their marriage had run aground after, I want to say, I forgot how many years, but it was I want to say 8 years, but I could be wrong. That's their story.
It's about that. Yeah. It's
about
7 or 8 years.
Yeah. So their marriage ran aground, and eventually they chose to divorce. And then after a year and a half or a year and some months, they remarried each other.
Yo, let me tell you something. Based on that, can you imagine that? Nobody can't tell me that you can't work a relationship out. Nobody can tell me that.
Nah, bro.
Nobody can tell me that. The reason, I'm getting off into the podcast and we didn't even take care of homework. First. But remind me to come back to that. We'll come back to that when we get off on the topic. But for real, nobody can tell me marriage and relationship can't work. You feel me?
And and one more where the woman stood up and said that she, the one woman stood up and said that she had given this her marriage just one more chance.
Yo, and do the knowledge. Hold on, D. Do the knowledge. This is the reason why I say we have to be very careful and always open to be used. She came to me you could tell it, but she came to me and I told her, I said, yo, the Spirit is telling me that somebody is about to go or is on the verge of divorce right now. And I'm trying to tell you that divorce is not an option.
Yeah.
And what did she say at the end?
Yeah. And so this was Friday night that Quest said that. On Sunday afternoon, when we're about to pack it in and go home, she stands up, and it's a grown woman. This is not a child who just had puppy love and accidentally bumped into marriage and now has regrets. A grown woman married to a grown man. She said, I was given my marriage one last chance. I was going to move to thus and such a state, and he wasn't coming with me if this didn't work out, pointing at her, referring to her husband.
Crazy.
So he was going to divorce my man, and he was blind. Like, he heard about it the same way Quest and I and all of the other people, 100 and some odd people in the room, heard it for the first time. So did her husband. Like, he didn't even know that, as far as I can tell, that this was even on a foot. So God was very good to us during that time.
Unbelievable.
So, there you go. So we're back at it because we just got an extra little charge in our battery packs, even though we get them often. But that was a really good one for us to run together in that way.
Indeed. So let me do this real quick, D, because we're going to touch some stuff today. If you're watching the simulcast, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it'll be available on iTunes and iHeartRadio later on, and YouTube. If you're listening right now live, do me a favor, share, because we're going to touch some stuff today. And hopefully the person that you share it with somebody that you think might need it. Or if not just need it, just share it, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And comment in the section. We want to hear from y'all as we going through. So yeah, my man Ali is on. Shouts out to Oliver Marcel.
Peace out.
Oh, they killed it.
Yeah,
man. It too. Yep. So shouts out to them. But yeah, if you will, share the live broadcast. And for those who don't catch it, we'll catch it, you know what I'm saying, in the when we post to iTunes and all our other platforms. But man, let's go ahead and take care of some of the household stuff, man.
Your turn.
So yeah, indeed, as always, man. One of the things that I love to talk about the most is, or one of the things that we realize the most, D, is that marriage is not one person, it's two people.
That's right.
But what I also realized, as a marriage of two people, you can't do it on your own. You need a community. Right. No, let me say that one more time. You need a community. You need a community that loves you, that respects you, but is not impressed by you. People who you trust, who you give permission to check you and your spouse when y'all go in left field and bring you back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? You need that. And that's one of the things that we do at Breathe University. Anybody who is listening to the broadcast right now, who's a part of Breathe University, can tell you it is not just an organization. It is not just a community. It is a family of learners and learning, right? And so I don't care where you're trying to go. You're trying to go get entrepreneurial skills to bring you to the next level. You're trying to get personal development. You're trying to get business development. You're trying to become a public speaker. You're trying to just be an all-around better person. Breathe University is definitely the place you want to be. So do me a favor. If you want to go and get more information, I'm not even telling you to get more information. I'm telling you to go ahead, listen to it, and join immediately. Anybody and everybody who has ever joined has never regretted it. You feel me? So come on, part of the community. No, I'm sorry. Come and be a part of the family. For more information, go to www.breatheuniversity.com. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. Yep. I love it, man.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Quest.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, so it's my time. Today's program is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/marriage. With more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. And today I'm about to break the mold, Quest. You're not expecting this. I'm going to recommend an audiobook, actually a series, because marriages often comprise bigger families, and those families have children. And so I'm going to recommend today the Your Story Hour Bible Comes Alive series.
Yep.
This is something that my little man Josiah and I listen to on the way to school in the morning when I'm dropping them off. It's the Your Story Hour Bible Comes Alive series. And like I say always, you don't have to get that one. You can get any one you choose. But that's the one I'm recommending today. And again, that's www.audibletrial.com/marriage.
Indeed, indeed.
I
So
need you to
one thing,
give me 100, Quest.
yep. Huh?
I need you to give me 100 push-ups.
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel you. I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna get it to you. All right,
Yeah.
so let's do this. I want to just request something from our listening audience. We want to get those
Reviews.
reviews up. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a chance, if you stop by iTunes, you know what I'm saying? I love what, everybody commented. Shouts out to my man, Daniel Fret, who is
Big Dan. What up?
now. You know what I'm saying? His cousin was family back at us when we was going to high school and elementary school. But what I want you to do is go by the iTunes. If you have iTunes, if you have a Samsung phone, go by Google Play, subscribe to the podcast, and leave us a review. We want to hear from you. More importantly, we want to get those reviews up. We're trying to get them. We're on a personal goal to get them up past 100. So we campaigning to get our reviews up past 100, because what that does is puts us in a unique place to be able to get this information to more places, right? So if y'all get a chance, when you're listening on iTunes, subscribe to the podcast, stop by, leave us a review. We would greatly appreciate it, and we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, real talk. All right.
Yep. So what we talking about today, D?
I just got a couple of words to say, Quest.
Yeah.
Stand down.
Word.
All is not fair in love and war.
Hold on, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. You all is fair in love and war.
That's not what I said, Quest.
That's not how it go?
No, I don't know how it go, but I'm telling you that's not what I said. I said stand down, soldier. All is not fair in love, especially not love and war. All is not fair. You can't just run roughshod in your marriage and think anything goes, because anything does not go unless you want your marriage to go.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So go in a little deeper for me. Yep, go in a little bit deeper for me.
All right. So here's the thing. Like, we have encountered people very recently who had, some conflict.
Yeah.
And it just helps us, remember a lot of the persons that we help on a regular basis, that sometimes people play dirty. Like, I'm talking about not people in general. You have Faith, I have Simone. Sometimes people who are married, instead of being civil toward one another, whenever you're having a conflict, whether it be an active conflict at the moment or there's something going on in your relationship that's kind of bubbling up to the surface, the point is that oftentimes people start firing unfair shots across the bow at our spouses.
Why do they do that, though, D?
Well, what happens? People feel desperate sometimes, Quest. And besides people just being dirty-minded, I'm not talking about the dirty-minded people. Like, that's another program. If you're just dirty-minded, we got to have a program for you. But there are people who are otherwise reasonable folks who, for whatever their reason, when they feel backed up into the corner, I didn't say that they were backed up into the corner, but they feel backed up into the corner, they come out fighting. You remember when we were young boys, we used to, find a wall so we could jump off the wall and do it with, fisticuffs, right? So people feel like that. And then they start, insulting one another, talking about people's family members, bringing up old stuff, talking about the stuff that makes them tender. Like when they were young, they told you a story about when they were young and this and that happened. And now they're just dragging all of that out into the public forum.
I hope they're not doing that in marriage.
But I'm just saying, that's why we're talking about it, because clearly people are doing that, Quest. All is not fair, man. Like, there's a Geneva Convention for marriage, Quest. Like, you can't just say and do any old thing, man. Like, there's just certain things you don't supposed to do, you're not supposed to say, Quest.
Yeah. So let me say this. D. And I say it all the time. And then I came across a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Right? What I tell couples all the time is that love, number one, is not a feeling. Love is a decision.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm going to love you regardless of how, and I'll say it again, and I always say it. I think people don't understand the fullness of the vows, for better or for worse, in sickness or in health, or richer or poorer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's no way for me because I can't tell the future and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the extent of worse. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know the extent of poorer. I don't know the extent of um, uh, um, um, what is it? Sickness, health, rich or poor, or
Richard Poor
worse. I don't know
until
what
death.
worse is. Yeah,
And
but
going
no,
on the long haul. I'm saying the
yeah,
long
but yeah,
haul is the until death part. How long
yeah,
is
until
long?
death do us part, right? But
Yeah.
I think people don't understand because they compromise until death. It's like, okay, yeah, it's worse. I can't handle this worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, know that when you get into marriage, worse could actually be more worse than what you think worse is. You
Did,
feel me?
yeah.
But what I'm saying when
I'm sorry, real quick. Didn't somebody ask us how long do we have to put up with whatever that person
somebody
considered death?
definitely
Like
did.
how long? How long? Like, is there a time limit on this worse?
Yo, let me explain something to you. I
Yeah.
believe that when people get into marriage, marriage is the only relationship that cuts, refines, shapes, molds you in ways that no other relationship will.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
Yeah.
so what I'm saying, and I'm declaring this, and I stand wholeheartedly by it. Some people might be like, oh, Questa lost his doggone mind. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are not ready or willing to be cut, shaped, formed, transformed, like for real, in any of those ways, the
Mm-hmm.
way that marriage will do it to you, don't get married.
No, that's a good idea, Quest. Real
Don't
talk.
get married.
Right. Good
Don't get
idea.
married.
Right.
And but back to what we were saying, because I don't want to go off on a tangent. Um, when people get into a relationship, I don't know if people understand, or marriages, let me just say that. I don't
Yeah.
think if people really understand the fullness of what worse, what poor, or what sickness is. But when I'm, go through the vows, I'm saying to you, I don't know what that is, but I'm committed
Right.
to experiencing whatever that is with you. And no matter what, I'm going to stay with you until God calls me home, right?
To sleep.
That's one part of it, right? So in other words, we don't a lot of the times talk about the good stuff because the good stuff is the good stuff. It don't pull nothing from you, right?
Right.
But it's the challenging and difficult moments. I came across this quote from Martin Luther King Jr., and he said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience,
Yeah.
but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy.
I'm gonna add.
So the good stuff, like for real, when you in moments of convenience and comfort, it don't require nothing from you because the situation is good. What are you going to do when it gets hot? When you and your bride ain't seeing eye to eye? Are you still going to be committed to the love that you vowed? Oh, come on.
Here's the thing. Like I'm a walking encyclopedia sometime, and it made me. People remember his speeches, Martin Luther King Jr. speeches, but there's a sermon he titled "Loving Your Enemies," and this particular sermon came after they started firebombing his house, after they started calling his house and telling him what they were going to do to his kids and his wife.
Bruh.
And he said in this sermon, not a speech, he didn't speechify. He said, our capacity to love will far outweigh your capacity to hate. And we're talking about,
come on.
They were literally firebombing the dude's house and calling the ringing the phone.
D, I'd have been out there with
on his wife, bro,
with the rubber grip. I'm telling you. Like, I don't play when it comes to the wife and kids. And oh man, yeah, go ahead.
But Martin Luther King Jr., you can love him, you can hate him. All I'm saying is the dude wasn't rhetoric. This wasn't in 1950 anything. This was after they started really putting in that evil work on his family. And he's like, you can do what you want to do, but you're not going to break me down. Because I have to have, and he broke down in his words, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We talk about 3, but in his words, the 4 aspects of love, but I won't get into it. But if he can say that about people he's not married to now,
come on,
you hear what I'm saying to you?
Come on.
That what of those that we have chosen to love, cherish, keep, and all of the rest of the virtues until death?
Yep. Come on. So this goes back to what we were saying before, Dio, what we've discussed on previous podcasts before. And that is that there are different areas of love. And I'm saying that we shouldn't stay in one place of love. First and foremost, every relationship, I don't care what your relationship is or what you think it is, what it ain't, whatever. Every relationship dating, courting, and
Mm-hmm.
moving into marriage, especially in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from love to hurt
Mm.
to forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
and then back to loving again. Your Brian McKnight, how he said the song, you know what I'm saying?
Now you about to get me going.
Yeah, one, you know what I'm saying? You're like a dream come true, whatever it is. And then at the end of what he going all that, he said, if ever I believe my work is done, then I start back at one, right? And so what happens with us is that sometimes we get caught between the love and the hurt, or the hurt and the forgiveness, such that we never get back to number one, which is loving again. And I'm saying to us that, once again, the love is not a feeling, because what happens on the days that you don't feel good? The
Well,
love, you're not going to love good. The
well, what
love
happens is as you actually believe that one, two, three that you mentioned, because love does not preclude pain. Love does not
Yep.
preclude hurt. Love does not preclude sadness. It doesn't preclude
Right.
having a passionate discussion and impassioned discussion, God forbid. Because
Yeah.
love does not say that everything is always peachy keen. You feel
Oh,
me?
come on, come on,
So
come on.
there you go.
Come on. Yep. So I'm telling you, I'm telling those who are moving through the difficult moments in marriage right now, like there is the Eros love where, yep, she looked good to you, he
Oh,
looked
yes, she
good to
does.
you, he built the way that you like him to be built, she built the way that you like, and you're attracted to that, and you love them because you're, you know what I'm saying, you're you know, your the better part of you is it looks good, right? But how long does that, you know, do you stay in that place? Because there will come a time where age and gravity will work against you. I
Yeah.
don't care who
You
you
said
are.
age and gravity, Quest?
Age and gravity will work
Pause.
against you. I'm just saying, B.
I thought we were having a serious conversation. Oh, wait a minute. That is serious.
Yeah, I'm just saying that,
Carry on.
you know what I'm saying? You start getting the crow's feet. You know what I'm saying? You get, I'm looking at LL, and I saw him on TV the other day. And although my man is fit, he still had like that old man kind of swollenness in here
Uncle
too.
L is 50, man.
Yeah,
About 50, ain't
50, and he looked like he
he?
about 30, to be honest with you. But I
Right.
could see that because of age, there's certain things that don't look the same anymore. What happens when you don't look the day that you did when I first met you? Do I stop loving you? At that point, you know, you transition from eros to phileo, which
Leo.
is, you know what I'm saying? You do for me, I do for you. You know what I'm saying? I love you because all of the things that you do for me. You break me off, and our sex and our marriage is exactly the way that I like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what happens when you know what I'm saying, the things that you do for me, and not including, or just how they say it in the contracts, not limited to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Including but not limited to.
But not limited to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens when we get to a certain age? Like, for real, I'm older now. All them positions and them stuff them young marriages be doing, we can't do that stuff no more. We older now. I love making the changes a little bit.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I did. I said, you know, when you young, you know, you do all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that as you get older, and I'm not just limiting it to that. I don't want nobody to think, oh, he's shallow. He's just thinking of talking about sex. What happens when I can't, you know, if God forbid an accident happens and I lose my legs, and I can't take the walks with you?
Now we're getting real, ain't it?
You know what I'm saying? What happens if you know what I'm saying, something happens and I become debilitated and I can't do the things for you physically that I used to do for you?
Yeah.
Because that's what phileo love is. You do for me, I do for you. What happens when I can't do for you the way that I used to? Do you stop loving me? And now we move to agape.
Yeah.
Which means that whatever it is that you used to do for me does not have to be present in order for me to love you, to continually do the things. And that requires, like, for real, a supernatural, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like influence. So yeah, man.
Yeah, let me say that, because the first 3 or 2, depending on how you read Greek, I won't get into that.
Yeah,
but the first 3 or 2 up to phileo or philios or Philadelphia, brotherly type love, you know, camaraderie kind of love.
Come on.
Those, even though they are all from God, it doesn't take special power from him. I mean, even God said, you know, even Jesus said, you know, here's the thing. If you do for Quest because he did for you, Don't
Yeah,
even the
no doubt.
Gentiles do the same? Like, what
Oh,
thank
no
have ye?
doubt. No
What's the
doubt.
big deal? Like, so if somebody does something positive for you and you just hit them, reciprocate. Yeah, okay, fine. But
Mhm.
when it comes to the love that's agapao or agape, that love in spite of what you do or don't do, as the case may be, that requires 100% of the time supernatural help.
Mhm.
Because we don't, like you said, Quest is not a prophet. There are people who are prophets walking around. Quest is not one, as far as I know.
Mhm.
And so
Nah.
he was saying he didn't know the future, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
not knowing the future is irrelevant to agapao
Yeah. No doubt.
because it's like for better, because remember, when we didn't know what worse was, and now worse is here, and then people start jumping off the train of marriage. Agapao says, well, I didn't need to know how worse could be
Mhm.
because I'm committed to the vow. I'm committed to the person. I'm committed to the person's family, to my family, and I'm committed to God.
Mhm.
And so, whatever that is, Lord, I just need you to undergird me so that I can love like you love me.
No
And I
doubt.
think that's key. That the concept of God loving me and me kind of getting the memo to say, since he loved me, now I'm able to love her, in my case, my wife.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's my thing. D, I just want to leave him with a gem for the week.
Yeah.
Understand, if you don't understand anything else, that love is not a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It can have feeling properties, but
Yes.
it is not a feeling. It can give you the bubbly, feelings of, your heart is
Of
full,
course. We
but it
love
can
those.
also pain you. Love
Mm-hmm.
can also pain you. Do
Mm-hmm.
do me a favor. Understand that sometimes love will hurt. It will, straight
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah.
and when it does hurt, be committed. Remember what marriage is. Marriage requires love. Love requires commitment. And commitment requires abandoning all exit strategies. Because sometimes when love don't feel
Oh,
good, oh yeah, you be ready to bounce out. You feel me?
prenup. Prenup.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say prenup
Yeah.
in the last minute? Did I say prenuptial agreement? Did I say prepare to be divorce agreement
Oh yeah,
just in case
I'm just
escape route?
yep. I'm just saying, you know how we do it. That's how we do it sometimes. So yeah, man.
Yeah. And people can say it's easy for us to say, but you know what? I can say it's easy for me to say that you probably shouldn't jump out of a flying airplane at 60,000 feet without a parachute. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
not but without a parachute. You shouldn't do it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
whether I understand it fully, yes or no, I'm just going to go ahead and guess that if you did somehow get up out of that airplane at 60,000 feet, you'll probably be dead. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can say what you want, but the reality is
yeah,
still the reality.
yeah, no
So,
doubt.
yeah, I think we should just say stay focused, Quest.
Oh, no doubt. Stay focused.
Mm-hmm. Sooner we learn. All right.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, and that one is a wrap. Yeah, shouts out to everybody who was listening in, D.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
let me just go ahead, man, real quick, and shout out a couple of our peeps, bro.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yep. Jackie Pugh, you know what I'm saying? Yep. She said the vows are very real. Man, let me just start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. Ronnie Jacks, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Ronnie Jacks, Eddie Felder, you know what I'm saying?
What up, Ed? What
Janet,
up?
you know what I'm saying? Moss from my BU family, Nicole Davis, aka Foundation in the building.
What up?
Been
New
rocking with
mommy
us from
again.
day one. Oh, yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Tanika Hayes. It's a Brooklyn thing. You done know.
BK,
Dr. Todd.
stand up.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Todd Douglas, you know what I'm saying? As always, my one of my accountability partners. And one of my brothers, man, from another mother. Who else we had? Oh, my boy Sasha. Shouts out to my boy Sasha, man.
Passe.
Yep, Mabule. You know what I'm saying? Frenchie, as always, she's in the building. You know what I'm saying? My boy Oliver. Man, I can't, man. Ali is like the truth, enough, man. Yeah, that might need to be one of the marriage kings.
Yeah, we build it. We build it. We building it. We building it.
Yeah,
let's go.
No doubt. Yep. Shouts out to Tanya, man. You know, Fred, aka, you know what I'm saying? My peeps from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I know her sister Rashida. Yeah, no doubt. Derek King, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. Shouts out to everybody who jumped in with us, man. What a lovely session we had. Pretty Tony Fontana, that's what they call him. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call him, D. Yep.
Wesley Carrington. What up, Hugh?
Yep.
Good to see you dropping in on us.
Yep.
I think we almost got it. Oh, Eliana. I keep telling you, the younger ones keep following sometimes too.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They need info too. They're stepping in. They need help too. Remember, y'all, do me a favor. Share the video for us, please. And do me a favor. Go by iTunes. Leave us a review. We're trying to get them reviews up, man. And continue to send us stuff, man. We definitely want to hear from you. Matter of fact, we need to start introducing some of that stuff to the podcast too, D. So, yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's it, Quest. We're gonna do some more stuff, and but I guess before we go, wait.
The post-production?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, you know what I say.
What? What
happened to peace?
Peace.